Hey everybody, it's Wendy with loveandstampin.com. I am so excited you're here with me today. We are going to make an Easter cross shaker card, and we're going to use the Hold On to Hope stamp set and the Welcome Easter stamp set and Rococo Rose. And I've got the, I think these are called, I can't remember what those are called. It's listed in the supply list. We've got woven thread sequins that we're going to use for the shaker bits. And we're just going to have fun making this card. I thought that this was a good card to make right now because we all need to hold on to some hope. And I want to fully admit, first of all, that this card turned out like crap. I did not like how it turned out, but I'll be frank with you. I didn't have time to make anything else. I love how the other one I made turned out. So I made one that is yellow, and it is at the end of the video. I'll show it to you. But I figure, you know what, I can at least show you how to make it. Even if you don't care for how this one turns out, you can make it in a different color. Part of it was simply my ink blender. So when you have a brand new sponge, it doesn't matter what kind you're using, if it's not saturated really well with ink, it tends to have more harsh blending. And that's exactly what happened with this. It didn't have good blending. So this would have been a good opportunity to use my makeup brush tool. And I simply forgot I had it. So that was kind of a bummerooski. But anyway, so don't judge me too much. We've got a piece of 4 1/4 by 11 inch basic cardstock, Whisper White thick cardstock for the card base, and I've inked it up. And then I've got a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 here that I'm inking up with the Rococo Rose also. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna ink blend, and then we're gonna have some chat time here, hangout chat time. So I need Jesus a little bit today. So it is Saturday morning when I'm recording this. Generally, I would record it prior to. Y'all know the state of things that are going on. Unless you live under a rock, there's no way you could not know. So I've got my child home with me, and I've got a lot on my plate as far as getting ready for her schooling next week. And I'm going to be also schooling her cousins because their mother has to work. So I'll have extra kids, which is fine. I have a pretty good plan. I have a schedule put in place, ready to go. So I think it's going to all be fine. That being said, I'm behind on everything. So as I'm recording this, I'm voiceovering it for you. I actually was supposed to be in San Antonio this weekend. Clearly, there's a reason that didn't happen. And so as I'm recording this, my husband is working on the flooring in my office, my new studio. My daughter is heating up pancakes. And I still haven't even written the blog post that this video is going to go on. So what I'm going to do is release this video, and it's going to have all these links underneath it. And one of them is going to be a link to my blog. And it might not be there right when this video goes live. So just so you know, so you have a heads up. If you go to my blog and you don't see this blog post, that is why. So doing my best. So I think that's what we're all doing. We're all just doing our best to do what we need to do and make life work. And so things will be better, I think, in the next couple of days as far as my organization and my ability to get things done. So FYI, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. You can find me under Wendy Cranford. And on Instagram, I share a lot of like day-to-day stuff in my Instagram stories. So that is a place you can check out. Also, yesterday, on Friday, if you're watching this at a different time, I'm referring to Friday, March 20th. Friday, March 20th, I did a release of a huge giveaway I'm doing of Little Ladybug stamp sets, dies, and a full class kit. I'm giving 2 away. So and I totally botched this right here. This is so funny. I stamp it and then I realize that's not even how I'm going to make this card. Duh. So I have this little strip of Rococo Rose that's supposed to go right here. And then I have a stitched rectangle that's going to go on top with the sentiment. So I don't even know what I was thinking. We'll just call it a practice stamp. So I'm just going to cover it up. No one will ever even know it was there. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment again and pop it up. So if you want to enter to win that, you need to go over to my blog and click on the Ladybug blog post. So go to loveandstampin.com. You'll see a little ladybug card. Click on that and then comment on that. Also, you can go to Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram, comment on that to be entered to win. So I'm choosing the winners on Monday, the 23rd. So please, please know that I'm doing this because I know everybody's stuck at home and bored and probably some people feeling lonely and sad. And so I thought it would be really fun to do some giveaways. So make sure you're following me on my social media places because I'm also kind of going live randomly there and hanging out with people and trying to do crafts when I can in the midst of having a kiddo at home and having an office redo finishing up. Thank God we're like at the tail end of it, so that's good. So that's all the stuff that's going on, and yeah. Okay, so on this foam strip, if you remove the backing paper, so now it's sticky on both sides, you can actually manipulate the foam strip around really easily so you don't have to cut it and put a bunch of little pieces. So I want all of my shaker bits to be very focused inside the cross. I don't want them to go down below where the cross is and then you won't even be able to see them. So you have to kind of create a little barrier wall here with the foam strips. So that's what I'm doing. Just going around the edges and doing that. And then I have one little area that needs to be finished off. So I just grabbed another strip and kind of made it meet up there and close that little gap. And then I'm just going to go around the rest of the card with the foam strip and it's going to be popped up on the front of the card base. Why am I doing that? Because these foam strips are actually a little bit taller than dimensionals. So FYI, if you are creating a shaker card, you really have to use the foam strips on the edge too if you want to pop the front up, because using dimensionals will make the edges lower and the area where you put the foam strip higher. So it'll almost be like a mound. So FYI on that. But luckily these foam strips, you can get them from Stampin' Up. They're not very expensive. They're really easy to use. And I love them. They're a great thing to have in your stash. Speaking of stashes, I think a lot of people right now are digging into their stashes because they're not, so it seems to me like people probably aren't wanting to spend excess money at the moment, which makes sense. But I think honestly, everything's just going to be fine in a couple of weeks and it's not going to be too bad. I'm not minimizing anybody who is suffering right now. I just want to say that, God bless you if you don't have a job now or if you're struggling. I'm sending all my love and prayers and hope to you. But I do think that, if we can get this knocked out, then we can get back to life as usual. So that's what my hope and prayer is. Although they did say that our school is out to the end of the year. So we'll see if that stays in place. It might change. God, I hope it changes. Lord Jesus, baby Jesus, please let it change. But anyway, so I've got my cross here. Now I'm going to lay my card front down on top to seal everything up. And when I'm done, there you go. I've got it. Now I kind of got a little off kilter there. So now I have to go trim this card up to make it work. But other than that, this is how it turned out. I'm not crazy about it. I'll just be honest. However, I love this one. This one is beautiful. The blending is perfect. It's kind of got that glow and I used really clear sequins in it, and I just love it. Okay, if you have any comments, thoughts for me that are kind and loving, I would love to hear them. You can drop them below. You can click either one of the images you see here to watch the videos. You can click the circle with my face in it to subscribe to my channel, and shop with me at shoploveandstampin.com if you want any of these products. Thank you. Bye.